Okay, here are 10 perspectives which I recommend should be considered. A history lens, anthropology lens, political science lens, post-structural lens, critical theory lens, psychoanalytic lens, neuroscience lens, philosophy lens, feminism lens, new rhetoric, and above all, etc. So let's consider some questions that one could see from these different lenses for economics. First, the history lens. Could history help, indeed it could, economic questions like, when did capitalism start? Are there types of capitalism? Remember Grasby in his claim that he could find before the beginning of capitalism no society which didn't have significant parts of capitalism. Could history upgrade economics' predictive capability about future events in the world economy? Robert Heilbroner in 1992 talked about the failure to predict such large-scale events as the rise of the multinational corporation, the rise of the Japanese economy, and the problems of the economy in the Soviet Union. People will object, and I would object, we're already doing economic history, but not in multiplicity. For anthropology, the anthropology lens, why is the money rhetoric as a central value in the US different from that in some other countries? Oliphant, for instance, talks about the difference between the money value, the central place of money in the US versus that in Brazil. And I'll leave you to read that. How does the economic system in the US differ, if it does, from that in China? Which is better, one may well ask. Take the feminist lens. Does the analysis of othering in feminism, say by Elaine Sixou, suggest that othering can be discussed in economic theorizing and the economy? For example, the othering of the poor. What does Sixou's analysis of feminine writing suggest for the utility of looking again at economic theorizing? Feminine writing, as you remember, is when mastery and control and certainty are not relied upon entirely. Take the political science lens. Should economics be renamed, as it once was, political economy? Is it true that an economy is inevitably a political construct, as Ha-Joon Chang argues? To what extent can political science provide insights about the part, if any, that government plays, big government plays, in economic activity? For instance, is big government in alliance with big business? And the third one would be, is the free market free? What's the relevance in thinking about this of positive and negative freedom? And so on to the post-structural lens. Can the notion of market fundamentalism be deconstructed? Is Chang right or wrong that the free market has never existed in the real world? A second point from the post-structural perspective, if you will classify Fogel as a post-structuralist. He was the winner of the 1993 Nobel Prize in Economics, and he wrote that economics should address such postmodern concerns as the struggle for self-realization, the desire to find deeper meaning in life than the endless consumption of consumer durables and the pursuit of pleasure. he describes self-realization in terms of 15 what he calls spiritual resources: a sense of purpose, a vision of opportunity, and so on. We have a break.